Guess who's back? Run the titles. Sega! Hi everyone and welcome back. It is Radio Redux. I'm your host, AAUK, and it's Series 3, the first episode of Series 3 of Radio Redux. I never realised it would go on for this long, the show. Something else that this show is now, it's like the unofficial Sega Europe Online Community Team podcast. Woo! And stuff. So you might well be finding there's some more members of the team appearing on the podcast, and you might find out the podcast goes a little bit more even more professional. We're amping up the professionalism on this show to the extent that we're going to cut out everything and just have a very long and boring interview for the entirety of the show. Or alternatively, we could have some music. It's the Rex Factor results coming up, and but first, let's have some music. What can we have here? I had some lined up. There it is. The Core from Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, a game which came out very, very recently. I'm sure you have looked into it and perhaps bought it, perhaps you've been given it as a gift, perhaps you won it in a prize, a raffle, a tombola, perhaps you stole it, perhaps you prayed to the gods and it was presented to you. In any case, here it is. It's The Core from Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I'll see you after the break with some results.
You are listening to
Radio Relax. Yeah, we're back. So, Rex Factor. Obviously, I've been away for, was it 2 months? Almost 3 months, actually, thinking about it. What's been going on? I've been frightfully busy. Working on various titles. I'm still very, very busy even now. We don't have a new headset yet, so because for some reason I haven't gone out and bought one, which would have been very, very useful, bearing in mind we've got this first show. Yes, Rex Factor. Rex Factor generated far too much interest this time around. There was far too many Sonic fans out there. I would like to make an appeal, actually, to Jin Sanao, just to say, can we please have like an instrumentals album? Because that would, increase the amount of songs we've got going on at the moment. Bentley Jones. Bentley Jones will be listening into this, no doubt. He listened to the last one, so I see no reason that, bear in mind his interest, that he wouldn't be listening to this one. Bentley, have a word with Jun. We'd like an instrumentals album, or we'd like instrumental versions of like the songs, like the themes, the themes from here on in, just like a bonus on any CD that comes out for that game. Have a word, will you? There's a good chap. Bentley Jones, everybody. Obviously, we had a nice interview with him, which went on Sonic City, that generated quite a bit of interest. His new album's sounding fantastic, if I do say so myself, and I'm looking forward to going out and spending my hard-earned money on it, unless he decides to be very, very generous and send me one in the post. So, Bentley actually inadvertently gave a bonus mark away to somebody in the All Stars. We have a Bentley bonus situation in that somebody impressed him, and they are going to get a mark, an extra mark. Will it affect the results? Probably not, but who cares? It's the taking part that counts. So. Rex Factor 2007, although I know this is now, crikey, this has been recorded on the 1st of March, so we're well into 2008 now, but of course it's 2007, the competition that we had. We had the All-Stars, which was various people who were famous for being Sonic fans, or they were famous within their own right, or they were Dale Winton. One of them can win this marvellous prize, which is this glass of air, glass not included. Yeah, there's no prize this year. There's no prize. I might have said something. I don't know. The all-comers section was a section because there were so many people who wanted to join, but it would have been far too difficult to sort out. So what we had was that you've got 3 judges, all of whom are incredibly evil. Although Disco Pony is clearly the evilest because he's a pony and uses disco in his name. The sharp round crisps that can slice open your throat and therefore don't do as well as other brands of crisps. Yeah, so much for the professionalism, eh? So, yes, we have him. We have Derex, the webmaster of Sonic Style, our baritoned American who sounds like he smokes about 70, although obviously he doesn't. And then there's me. There's me because I didn't want to sing this year because you all whinged last year, or rather the year before then, because I won. And so in a fit of pique, I said, right, screw the lot of you. I'm going to be a judge this year. Bentley doesn't believe that I can't sing, so on that basis, I'm going to prove to him that I simply can't. In the gap, Rory Black, the well-known singer in Shatner form, I'll say well-known, decided to put together a album for Valentine's Day of various different songs in different guises. The whole point of it was going to be a love album. There's very dodgy tracks on this album, but I, for my sins, gave him 2 tracks just for that. And I sung in French. I should point out this obviously very heavily Babel-fished lyrics, so it makes no sense. The best one of the 2, I sung My Destiny in French, which is Mon Destin, with a nice little intro. But the best one, which is actually mostly spoken, it's mostly spoken form, is a French version of Eggman, which I like to call it Ligman. So that's coming up for you now, actually. While I finish off trying to get some things sorted in the results. So, to prove to you all that I can't sing, and the reason why I wasn't in the competition this year is because I obviously can't sing, and not because I wasn't going to get away for 2 years in a row. Here is Ligman. I'll explain what the little freestyle translates as after the break, because I know some people were interested. Anyway, here it is. Le woohoo woohoo yeah. L'histoire commence, mais qui allait gagner? Vous savez où le danger se trouve? I don't know. À bord des arcs, on jamais encore. Pour ouvrir les mistrades de la vie. Je suis his legman. Suis c'est qui je suis legman. Je peut-être le programme 4, je suis legman. Suis c'est qui je suis legman. Je peut-être le programme 4. Je suis l'arrangement, partout où je vais. Ils sont pensés de manière. J'aimerais tuer les bouquins pour connaître. Et c'est un obstacle qui tourmente toujours de manière. Je dois juste souhaiter ma regard. Je vous lance contre le monde avec mes souvenirs. Toutes mes machines sont des volets de destruction. C'est que trembler mon empire. Je vous sais et vous verrez. Avec ma machine, il y a un retrait. Je suis Legman. C'est le essai qui suis je suis Legman. J'ai obtenu le programme 4. Je suis Legman. C'est le essai qui suis je suis Legman. J'ai obtenu le programme 4. Bien, oui, je suis Legman. Je fais des machines pour vous concréter. Vous savez qu'il c'est comprenant. Genre l'immédiatement. Nous avons un bon régime de pension pour raisonnable de revenus. Ne pas mentionner le fait qu'il vous obtenez ces cigarettes les moustaches limitées édition. Et vous obtenez votre propre chanson de thème en français.
Josh, obtenez-vous le charge des essais.
Je suis l'ennemi. Je resserai. Ma mission est de accomplir. Mon nom est Edmond, n'oublions pas mon nom. Si vous demandez encore, je vous dirai les mêmes choses. Oui. Je suis his lieutenant. C'est lui c'est cuisinier. Je n'ai obtenu le programme gâté. Je suis Legman. C'est lui c'est cuisinier. Je suis Legman. J'ai besoin de mon temps. Programme 4. Je suis his Legman. I think that's the first song that I've performed. I'd say performed. That I've actually been able to look back on and say, yeah, actually that really rocked. The first one I've been pleased with, so that's quite impressive. For those of you who were interested, what the little almost like freestyle was. It was, alright, yes, I am Eggman. I make machines to conquer you all. You know it makes sense. Join the Eggman Empire. We have a good pension scheme, reasonable rates of income, not to mention the fact that you get this guaranteed limited edition moustache. And you get your own theme song in French. Yosh, get a load of this. Yes, Yosh, get a load of this. Me and Dredax had a bit of an argument about Yosh, get a load of this, and unfortunately he was right. It comes from Sonic Adventure. And I thought it was from Sonic Adventure 2. Admittedly, everyone else thought it was from Sonic Adventure 2, but I would like to take this opportunity to, yes, say that Dreadnux is indeed right. All hail Dreadnux, Dreadnux rides again, obliterating everything that makes sense, and any tune, for instance. Speaking of, it's time to get on with these results. Obviously, so we've got the judges who are. So we've got the gay Simon Cowell, we've got the American Simon Cowell, and we've got me. It's interesting, this this combination. I swear, some of the comments, especially from Mr. Ponies, have been just mean for mean's sake. He just thought he'd be the evil one. Fortunately, some comments from all of us I think are a bit close to home, because we've had to be very, very, very stingy on occasions. We'll start. Actually, I've got some audio from Disco Ponies, and obviously it was one of his dreams to appear on this show. We'll see what he actually says, because there was issues with it. But here's some results. If I was more organised, I would have nice sliced it up and seen if I'd recover it, but doesn't like it. So here's the voice of Disco Ponies for the first time on Radio Redux.
Right, Dreadnuts' song. I've nowhere to put this, but I just really hate it. I hate it more than anything. There's so many reasons why I hate it. Of all the songs you could cover, this is such a bad choice, because it's not even got that much of a lyric to it. It's just basically a 5-minute intro, it seems like, and then a bit of a verse and chorus, and that's it, and that's that. And it's just crap, basically, to cover. Of all the songs you could have chosen to cover, this was not a good choice at all. And also, another really thing I hate is that it might just be me, but when I was listening to it, there was a definite stereo thing going on with your vocals going from left to right, which made me feel it was basically nauseating, so I didn't like that. So for technical ability, I'd have to give you a 4. Sorry, mate, it was just pretty crap. Artistic impression, changing the lyrics and making it all Christmassy, not that funny. Sorry, so I'll give you a 5 for that. So yeah, pretty much Dreadnuts, you suck this year, sorry.
God. I've literally just listened to that Cold Dog. Oh God, what the hell have you done? You were singing keys that haven't even been invented yet. Jesus Christ. Brave effort though. Good to you. Basically, you downloaded an instrumental and sang over it and attempted some very brave notes. And yeah, it wasn't very good, was it? It was alright. It wasn't the worst one I've heard, but it was bang on average, I think. I might be being a bit harsh. I mean, for technical, what did you do? You downloaded an instrumental, sang out of it a little bit off key and out of tune, and that was that. And near the end, you seemed to, when there were no more words to sing, you just sort of like went off and started lalling. It was all a bit weird. So yeah, only going to give you 6 technical ability. And for artistic impression, since you added absolutely nothing to the song, oh dear, you're only going to get 4 out of 10, because I'm in a harsh mood. Actually, you know what? For artistic impression, I'm going to give you a 6. I'm going to add 2 points just because it made me laugh so much, because it was that amusing. But yeah, stick to No More Blue.
And that was it. That was the entirety of his thing. There was some more on there, but frankly, the sound file is so quiet that quality actually can't up it anymore to hear it. So yeah, that was it. Right. So on that basis, we know that all of Jay's marks are rather evil, and we know he doesn't like Dreadnuts' song, and he doesn't particularly like Cold Dog's song. Yes, as you may have heard, marks are split up into artistic impression and technical. Now, technical does not necessarily mean the quality of the audio recording. If it could mean either it means the accuracy in the song, for instance, the quality of voice, or it could also be that the use of audio elements within the song. Artistic impression is, if how much we enjoyed it, or alternatively how much originality is involved, if there's been a lot of creativeness used to make the song their own. So that's the marks for you. I do have Demex's marks in their entirety, I believe. Where has that gone? Here's his voice. There we go.
Hello, I'm Demex, and I'll be your third judge for tonight. Evening, breakfast, lunch, or whatever time you play this.
It's 18 minutes past 12, just so you know. That's Demex. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in via the wonders of an MP3 file. So let's get on with this. Let's get on with this puppy, shall we? First things first, I'd like actually to go through the results of the All-Star vote competition. Now, we only had the vote going on for the All-Stars mainly because it would have been far too difficult otherwise to do. We had 279 votes in total. It was actually 278. There were some corrections involved, mainly because all the Knights fans started voting for Trippy, and Violet organised a mass army of Sonic fans to vote for her, and it was getting rather silly. So that vote total is actually inaccurate.
Cold Dog.
What?
Yeah,
Right?
pretty much average singing. Didn't really stand out that much.
Shut
More
up,
like he
Demex.
was singing
Shut
along
up.
with the song than anything else. Nothing special here, just pretty much sung straight through the song.
Demex, shut up.
5 for 6.
Honestly, rude American interrupting us. Right. What was I saying? Oh yes, these results. So, as a result of that, Trippy and Violet votes got locked down. What I've done is I've awarded an extra mark to Trippy because she and DigiValentine were actually ahead. So the results are as follows. In last place, gaining a single solitary mark, and starting off just as he finished the last contest, it has to be said, is Dreadnux. Dreadnux, you get 4% of the vote, 12 votes in total, and that gives you 1 point. Woo! Yeah. Coming in above, with only one more vote, 5% of the entire vote, gaining 3 points, is Rory Black with his version of Diamond in the Sky, which is called Shatner in the Sky. Next, there's a tie on 6%, but there was one more vote. The person just below with 17 votes was Ram the Dragon. You get 5 points. 5 points from the Dragon. He says, filling out the spreadsheet as he goes along. So 1 point above, just one vote above was Dark Speeds with Knuckles. Story of my life. Story of my life. Sorry, I'm playing a lot of Guitar Hero at the moment. A lot of Guitar Hero 3. Now then, top 3. Mounting a rather serious challenge, and being sort of ahead of the rest, was T-Bird with 38 votes, 14% of the vote entirety. He gets 10 votes. He gets 10 points, rather, I should say. Where's he gone? T-Bird gets 10. Which leaves, of course, Trippy featuring DigiValentine first, Violet second. Violet gets 15. And Trippy and Digi get 20 votes. 20 marks. So, what we're going to do now, actually, is go down to the woods today, because you're sure of a big surprise, especially if there is a nice music track from somebody who didn't actually get their entry in on time. It's a shame, especially it's amazing. Darkspeeds contacted me with this, and he also contacted several of the others as well. This is a song by Elise Bellatrix. It's My Destiny in Spanish. It is absolutely superb, but didn't get it in on time. I'm sorry, Timmy, we can't accept your song. We were too busy down the bar drinking your college fund away. and swapping keys with other couples. This is your new mother, Sandra. Say hello to Sandra, Tommy. Yes, we've even changed your name from Timmy. She seems to have an affliction where she can't say the letter I. We're sending you off to war soon. Yes, so this is Elise Beatrix's version of My Destiny in Spanish. She would have got a bonus mark as well for extra language difficulty. It's a shame. This will probably appear on the next album as a bonus, the X Factor album as a bonus. But enjoy this because it is an absolutely superb rendition of My Destiny by Elise Beatrix.
Surgen los recuerdos de un remoto ayer. Oigo en mis sueños tu voz llamándome y no me decido qué es lo que puedo hacer. Cumplir mi destino, darte vida en vez. Quédate un poco más, o es que me
Wasn't that just great? And such a shame. When tens across the board from me, I'll tell you. So yes, the others. Let's see what we have coming up. We've got to go through everyone else's. We'll start with Cold Dog, because we know that Cold Dog's coming up next. What does Demex have to say about Cold Dogs? Demex?
Cold Dog. Pretty much average singing. Didn't really stand out that much. Sounded more like he was singing along with the song than anything else. Nothing special here, just pretty much sung straight through the song. 5 for singing quality, and 5 for impression.
Disco Ponies says of Cold Dog, obviously we know what he thinks for the most part, but his actual written comments of Cold Dog are just a reminder anyway, it was 6 for technical and 6 for artistic impression. I'm kind of shifting through all sorts of notes at the moment because I've got 3 sets of notes and I've got no idea the votes for everyone else. Here's my comments for Cold Dogs. I'm rather keen on the opening as CD translates the bolshiness of TJ's slightly cocky vocals very well. And then he gets all self-conscious and goes really quiet on verses when he should be actually cutting loose. Near the end it picks up again a little, but this really suffers in much the same way as my one, to be honest, did last year, in that it was just thinking, there's too much thinking involved. I've given that a 6 for technical and a 6 for artistic impression. Where does that leave Cold Dog's grand total then? Cold Dog doesn't pick up any bonuses, so as a result his grand total across everything is a very respectable 34. Who's up next, Demix?
Crystal Dreams. Decent job with the backups. Almost made me forget which version of the Dreams of Absolution I was listening to. But too much whispering. 5 for singing quality, 6 for impression.
Okay, who's up next? Who's up next? It must be where's Disco Ponies results? What does Disco Ponies say about that? Has anyone not said anything about Anime Girl yet? That's quite odd. For some reason they've left her out. Oh yes, of course, because she was out of sequence. Crystal Dream says, oh, nice one, Disco Ponies. Average, nothing more, nothing less, says Disco Ponies, and gives it 5 and a 5. I personally quite liked it, as I recall. Wait a second, where's my comments? I wrote out all these on the train at one stage, gaining very interesting comments. Where's Crystal Dreams? Yes, again, that's what I really like. Does sound a little strained in places, but as a performance, I really liked it. The others obviously don't particularly agree with that, the way it was sung, but I do. So there. I'll give it a 7.5 for technical, and an artistic I've given it an 8. I've had to end up having to do sort of 0.5s because it got a bit difficult. Crystal Dreams comes in at 36.5. Crystal Dreams, I know you emailed me earlier. Can you please email me again, as I've lost your email address and I would like to respond. Dan Dyer is next, I believe. Disco Ponies said of Dan Dyer, it sounds like he is trying to sing without anyone else in the house hearing him. This song you need to scream like an idiot to, especially while singing Live and Learn in the chorus. He doesn't do this, so it's a bit dull. No offense, lol.
Dan Dyer. Nice job. I was able to get a feel for the song, but you sung every verse and didn't try to mix it up. 6 for singing quality, 5 for impression.
Dan Dyer, as I was going to say, was obviously one of Disco Ponies' rivals. So at one stage with the whole vidcast phenomenon, I'm sure he wasn't influenced at all by that. Honestly, my comments on Dan Dyer. Actually, Dan was the last song I reviewed, oddly enough. I did fear at this project this would be dire by name and dire by nature, but it's okay again. It's one that's, again, a self-conscious performance. At one point, I actually swear he stops. That to me is never a good thing. Okay, needs some more relaxation in the voice. As a result, it gets a 5 for each mark. Technical 5, artistic 5. So, putting those marks in there. So, as we were saying, total is a 28 for Dan Dyer. Next up, we have Iris, who did a version of Fly in the Freedom. Right, where's Disco Ponies for Iris? I love this, he says. I think Believe in Myself may have suited better, but it doesn't matter because it's not. Because while it's not perfect, it's great to hear someone who can sing. Big marks here on the technical. A 9 for Iris from Disco Ponies and a 4 from the artistic impression.
Iris, fantastic job. I love the layers. 8 for singing quality and 7 for impression.
8 for singing quality and 7 for impression. So, yes, some big marks going on here. I'm not quite sure why Disco Ponies gave 4 now. Anyway, Iris. Iris. Everything's out of order. Here we go. Iris is Flying the Freedom. When I first heard this, I frankly couldn't help but love it. Vocally, Iris is ace. Truly superb, and as a result, on everything, if perhaps a couple of the layered sections, everything's 100% spot on. Frankly, it's a pleasure. It's a true pleasure to listen to this. Technically, 10. Iris gets a 10 for technical and artistic 9 because I just love that song. Absolutely loved it. As a result of that, Iris takes the lead, I think, so far in the all-comers competition. She gets a 47 total. Joint of Sonic Fans is up next. Demix, what do you have to say about Joiner of Sonic Fans?
Joiner of Sonic Fans. Decent. Not much feeling was put behind the singing, but still decent. Second voice was kind of scary, but it did blend together. 5 for singing quality and 6 for impression.
Disco Ponies says of Joiner of Sonic Fans. Not great sounding vocals, terrible song choice, enough said. It's a bit harsh to criticise the choice of the song, I think, because that's not the whole point. But unfortunately, that's his choice. I think you'll find that what I think is almost the opposite of Disco Ponies. Where is Join Our Sonic Fans? I need to start erasing it. Join Our Sonic Fans, joining Hearts Are Burning Range entry. It takes passion about the game to stick and go with a track not associated with the main competition. While it is a little flat vocally in places, JSOF really got into the song after a while. Some of the layering was a little off, and there was a couple of mistakes in places. Technically 6, artistic 7. His total there is 31 marks. Next up is Catuous. What do you say, Demix?
Catuous, I think. Needs work. Maybe make a demo and then leave it alone for a few days and correct yourself from there. But for the most part, I can't understand a word he's saying. Singing quality was alright. 4 for singing quality, 3 for impression.
4 for singing quality, 3 for impression. Disco Ponies was quite similar, I think, in Mark's. And it says, why are you almost whispering? Also, your technical means of doing the song was pretty bad, mate. Soz. Again, shame there. Unfortunately, something I think I have to agree with for the most part. Where's he gone? I've lost him. There he is. Catuous fails a little as he didn't actually use the instrumental provided. which is, a very silly thing to do. He's also heinously quiet, and there's some miscues. Credit should be given, I think, though, for attempting quite a tricky style of singing. So as a result of that, he gets a 5 across the board, technical 5, artistic 5. Gratuitous total then, as I put those marks in, is, and again, quite respectable, 25. Roboshi up next, singing as the hobo. This divided opinion quite a lot, I think. Demix, what do you say?
Roboshi. Putting it mildly, it was okay. It captured the evil feeling of Dr. Robotnik, I think. Did an okay job of ad-libbing. If there was a drunken hobo language, he'd definitely get the bonus points for it. 2 for singing quality, 4 for impression.
2 for singing quality there, 4 for impression. Disco Ponies asks, must you breathe into your mic so much? It sounds horrible. However, the lyrics made me laugh a lot, so well done for making this song your own and funny. 5 and an 8. Alright, mine... There's... Obviously, I quite like Raboshi's comedy stylings for the most part. Again, I should explain this character appeared in Raboshi's podcast. As such, it's very accurate. It does seem that the hobo is eating its microphone in places. I'm slightly concerned about the existence of Hobo World, frankly. Though the "oh wait, there's more" line made me laugh. So hey, it's entertaining at least. We've got a technical 4 and an artistic of 6.5. Putting those into the table, we get the following score for Roboshi singing as the hobo. He gets a 29.5. 29.5. It says taking off the italics so we can actually read the numbers. It's 29.5. Shadow Earthheart's up next. What do you say about Earthheart, Demix?
Anime girl. Very dramatic. She has a lovely voice. Excellent work. Bonus points if she does count for them. 7 for singing quality, and 8 for impression.
Okay, he's calling you anime girl. Earthheart. Okay. 7 and 8, I believe. A 7 and an 8. So that's anime girl. There we go. 7 and an 8. Disco Pony says of anime girl. Zip. He actually makes comments in the audio, but unfortunately that was the point where it cuts off. However, bearing in mind his marks, I think he liked them. And the artistic impression mark he gives 8, and the artistic impression he gives 6, and the technical he gives an 8. And Miguel sung The Shining Road, which is also known as Hikari Michi, and that is one of the end themes of Sonic X Season 2 theme? Season 2 theme. Ending theme of Sonic X in Japan. I obviously sung it in Japanese. I'm quite pleased to say that she does indeed get bonus marks. Where's my comments on this? Let's go back. As my fellow judges have touched on this, it is indeed Japanese, and Miguel gains an extra point for language abstraction. Again, this is pretty much a full-on great version of the song, a little waver in places, and I think she suffers from a drawing throat near the end, but still apart from the voice weakening, that just little bit, it's all very, very good. 8.5 for technical, 8.5 for artistic, and 1 extra bonus point for language abstraction. So, putting those in, we have 8.5, 8.5, and 1 bonus. Takes us to 47, which I believe ties Anime Girl with Iris. So, that's going to be interesting. Next up should be Shadow Earthheart. Demix, do you want to talk about Shadow Earthheart this time?
Shadow Earthheart. Nice job, you really got into it. The second layer could use some work. 7 for singing quality, and 6 for impression.
A 7 and a 6 there. 7 and a 6. Oops, that's an 8. That's a 6 rather. Right. Disco Ponies said of Earthheart, wow, another guy who sings with reasonable talent. And you give yourself your own backing vocals at points, so it gets a thumbs up from me. 8 for technical and 5 for artistic impression. I think there are many reasons to actually love this technically. Earthheart busting out a damn near perfect falsetto. Again, not sure the layering added that much, to be honest, to the song. And there was a couple of times when you almost faded out, as though not sure if you nailed your end point or not. Still, it was sung with great confidence, great conviction, and it translated to a superb performance. Technical 8, artistic 8.5. Falsettos, obviously. Falsettos go down well with me, let's just say, from a technical aspect. 42.5 is your final total, Earthheart. Good luck, mate. Next up is SMX with Team SMX. Yeah, I'm going to go with Disco Ponies first on this one, actually. His comments was, has the energy of a sponge, my least favourite entry, sorry. Technical was a 1 and artistic was 3. I don't think this is going to go any better, unfortunately, SMX. Sorry. Demex, what do you say?
SMX. Huh. Spoken word. I don't really have any words for this one. Seemed more like a one-shot deal. A little bit too many pauses for a song, though. 4 for sing quality and 3 for impression.
That's about as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid. Whoops. Oh, I seem to have erased Spinball's votes, which obviously I don't want to do. Where are we going? Spin. I was just checking because I think I accidentally erased Spinball's. No. Oh well. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about somebody, SMX. Here we go, SMX. It's all very well reading it out, but you'd rather expect it to not mess up at all if you're going to do that. There's also a difference between reading it with some attitude and performing. While it was unique, that's sadly all it really had going for it. Technical 1, artistic 3. Unfortunately, I agree totally with Disco Ponies on that one. As a result of that, a very lowly 15. Indeed, a very lowly 15 for SMX. Sonic Yoda is up next. Demix.
Sonic Yoda. Did a nice job with the vocals. I don't know about you guys, but it felt like I was listening to a superhero comic book. I liked it. 6 for singing quality and 7 for impression.
Disco Pony says, I can't tell if you're being serious with the vocals or not, but the song choice was unique enough so that it was good. You would have got more marks for artistic if you did the Mother's section of the song. Lol. 5 for technical and 6 for artistic impression. I think completely the opposite of Disco Ponies on that situation. In that, he says losing the marks again. Where's here we go. It was short, short, sweet, and it actually worked very well with the way that Yoda performed it. He gains credit from me by deciding not to do the Queen Elana bit. That was a very, very sensible decision. Technical 7, artistic 6. Would have gained more if it was obviously a longer song. As a result, Sonic Yoda gains 37 marks in total. Puts it quite high up, actually. Puts him just above Crystal Dreams by about half a mark. Now we come to Speednux's entry. Yeah. I'm interested to see what Demex says about this. Demex, what do you say of Speednux and his version of Starlight?
Speednux. Is this singing or spoken word style? Either way, a decent job with the mixing of New York with Starlight Zone. but the singing quality, 3. 6 for impression, though.
Yeah, Disco Pony's comment is just WTF, and gives it a 1 and a 3. I kind of echo that, to be honest. There's, unfortunately, there's no substitute for originality. I really wish there was, to be honest, as this is terrible. Unfortunately, you get moderately higher marks artistically because of this really weird decision of yours. Technically, it's 1. Artistically, it's 4, which gives a grand total of 18, which puts above SMX. Actually, I'm astonished by that, but it's just simply the artistic version that saved him. Spinball Wizards is up next. Now, Disco Ponies. What did Disco Ponies say about Spinball Wizard? It says it's an average performance, not great method to record the music in the song either. I'm giving that a 3 for technical and a 5 for artistic impression. Demex, what do you say?
Spinball Wizard. Nothing special, just straight singing. But I think the song was a little bit too high for you, man. 4 for singing quality and 5 for impression.
I'm a bit more generous. I'm a bit more generous than that. I'm going to give a 6 and a 6. But I tend to agree with my fellow judges, which gives a score of 29. Now we have, finally, in the all-comers section, Rajers Escape from Your Mother. Yes, Disco Ponies says on that, oh my god, you rude bastard. Lol, very funny though, shame your vocals were amazingly poor. Yeah, Disco Ponies is just going for just the horridness aspect, I think. So 6 for technical and 7 for artistic impression. Demix says, what do you say, Demix?
Vigor. Needs work. Nevertheless, interesting take on the lyrics. 4 for singing quality and 6 for impression.
4 and 6. When it comes to me, Phil, what the heck, dude? Ignoring the opening, which is flat and not very good. The layering's not so good. There's not really any conviction in the singing, and trying to sing a la Rory is one thing, but this is just no, unfortunately. Didn't like that at all. As a result of that, it's a 2 from me for technical, and it's a 3 for artistic impression. That rounds up with a 28. So while I work through who came where, let's see what we get, eh? Time for some music while I work on that. What can we have? Let's have a look into my Redux brand of tricks. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to have. We're going to have Drifting Donbalom from Night's Journey of Dreams, which is obviously out in stores now for the Nintendo Wii. Enjoy this, and we'll catch you after the break with the final results of the all-comers section. See you in a bit. Yeah, there we go then. Drifting Don Belong hard version, or I should have specified, from Night's Journey of Dreams. So we got the results coming up for you now. Some interesting situations. In last place, 14th place as it happens, with 15 marks, we have Team SMX by SMX. In 13th place, somehow avoiding last place, was Spinux with Starlight. That gained 18 marks. In 12th, Couturus, unknown from me, SA2 version, 25 marks. There was actually a joint 10th situation with Dan Dyer's version of Live and Learn, and also Video's Escape from Your Mother, hitting 28 marks. In 9th, well-deserved 9th for Spinball Wizard with 29 marks. In 8th, 29.5 marks, just shading Spinball Wizard there, is Uboshi with I Am the Hobo. 7th, 31 marks, is Joiner of Sonic Fans with Burning Hearts, which is the music from Burning Rangers, of course. In 6th, 34 marks for Cold Dogs with his version of Supersonic Racing, the Scratch CD version. In 5th, Crystal Dreams, Dreams' Absolution 54 Remix at 36.5 marks. Coming down to nitty gritty now. In 4th, bear in mind, it was quite surprising, bear in mind the length of the song, perhaps. Sonic Yoda's Sonic Underground theme, again 37 marks, and got the 4th. Now then, in 3rd, Shadow Earthheart with 42.5 marks, which leaves only Iris and Anime Girl. We have a tie. We have a tie on 47 marks. So there's no situation for that. So you both win. Well done. Anime Girl's version of The Shining Road, Karimichi, and also Iris' version of Flying of Freedom, both gaining 47 marks. Fantastic, guys. Really, really, really impressed. So, well, that leaves us with the All-Stars now, doesn't it? Oh, dear. Odd situation, really, to the All-Stars. So, shall we get on with it? Shall we get on with it, or shall we have some more music? I'd quite like some more music, actually. I'd like some more music, certainly. So, what can we have? Shall we have a remix, children? Remix. Something from Hedgehog Heaven, maybe? How about Party in the Emerald Hills by Hayden? It's track 18 off of the Hedgehog Heaven album, first disc, I believe. So that's coming up for you now. You're still listening to Radio Redux, where anything can happen, especially if it's scripted. Radio Redux.
It's a great show.
They're just so much fun.
Here we go. That was Boss Heavy Dog from Shadow the Hedgehog there, following up. So, time for the best of the rest, or is it the rest of the best, or is it just some people? Before that, though, I'd quite like to thank everyone. Obviously, for those who don't know, I mean, I alluded to something happened on my birthday. Way back when, basically I was having a fantastic time out and then got attacked from behind. I was waiting for a bus by a right cowardly bastard who got knocked to the ground and started kicking me in the head for all he was worth. So I ended up with going around for like 2 weeks with a massive trader imprint based solely within the region of my face. I am very pleased to say that the police have got no CCTV of the incident at all. I didn't obviously look into the fact that obviously he was drunk off his head, so probably might have been in a bar at some point or around the area, or a pub. Bear in mind there is only like one. It might be an idea to have it check in their CCTV for him. But so yes, nothing's happening as a result of that. So all it ended up with me is getting need to buy some new glasses at some point, as they are currently just sort of bent into shape properly, and having 7 bells kicked out of me for no reason at all. Basically, it was on a vigilante. Kick. Basically, there was a girl who preceded me by about 20 meters. I stopped at the bus stop, tied up shoelace. The girl had crossed the road by this point, and apparently he thought that meant I was stalking the girl, which is very nice of him. Yes, said he was going to kill me, which he made a good fist of, and luckily the bus that I was waiting for, which he, as I was signalling, he jumped me, decided to, bus driver still stopped and was able to help me. But yes, it wasn't a very nice situation in the slightest, and it wasn't a very nice way to spend your birthday, going to a police station and doing all these bits, and it's all these situations where you there's clearly nothing wrong with me, but I was so shaken that I was talking very, very clearly, in that I was being very clear. I mean, I've given a fantastic description of the bloke, but nothing came of it. Nothing came of it, alas. Which is why I was very, very pleased. Bearing in mind, this is like a week after the Mario Sonic DS meet, which we had a fantastic time. For those who were able to attend, the likes of Earthart and Vajur and T-Bird and Dreadnux and Violet and Roy and Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor, who hasn't entered the Rex Factor yet, I like to point out. Yoda and all these others. There was going to be a Zero Gravity meet the week after. Unfortunately, for reasons of idiocy, we had to cancel that. But people were going to meet. Some people were going to meet. Some people were going to meet up anyway. I know T-Bird obviously he had his ticket, so it was a situation whereby we need that sorted. He couldn't get a refund on it, so basically he was going to use it anyway and come down. So I said I'd meet up with a couple of people. I forget when this was. It was probably about for the 14th, maybe. No, it was going to be the 14th. 15th. Who knows? It was some day. It was some day during the week. And yeah, I was very, very surprised. I was very, very, very surprised indeed to find that not just he was there, but pretty much everyone was there actually. And it was essentially a surprise birthday party for me, which I really dealt with the most amazing amount of surprise ever known. Because those who know me, obviously, I'm not actually that. I'm not normally very boisterous, and I generally have a point of mind whereby I don't deserve things like that, and I shouldn't be getting things like that, and what have you. So I had a fantastic time, and I got a cake T-Bird's mum baked me a cake. And it was iced, and it had shadow on it and icing, and it was just. And I had all sorts of lovely presents from all the guys, and probably the best thing was just this card which was drawn by it was Violet and Earthheart and Rory Raccoon had a hand in, and it's beautiful, this card, and I'm going to treasure that always. So and it had everyone's signatures in it, and people who couldn't make it, and it was great. And I'd just like to take the opportunity to say thank you very much for that. That meant an awful lot. In fact, it meant so much. When I got home, it sort of the whole lot sunk in, and I basically emotionally collapsed, just from the sheer shock of it all, really. Yeah, I got rather emotional, it has to be said. So yeah, thank you very much for that, guys. It meant more than you could possibly understand. On to more happier things. Even more happier things at Friends UK. How can that possibly be? Well, we've got the All-Stars coming up. Now, the All-Stars are the band of desperados who the well-knowns within the Sonic community, or say the well-knowns within the Sonic Rex community in terms of Around the Dragon. We also had a guest entry in that I invited along the heads of the Knights community, Trippy and Digi, to submit a song, more specifically Trippy, but they had a song lined up, so hey, that's good. So we could raise the terror of Dreadnux's version of Dreams from the 2006 version of the competition. So going down the running order, we've got Darkspeeds, Dreadnux, Ram Dragon, Roy Black, T-Bird, Trippy, featuring Digivalentine, and Violet. I've already given you out the marks for the public vote, so let's get on with it. First up, Demex, first up, please.
Darkspeed. He was able to capture what Sega originally set out to do with Knuckles and Sonic Adventure in his own unique way. I don't know about you guys, it felt like I was surrounded by either out-of-tune Darkspeeds or maybe drunken ones. I'm not sure. 4 for sing quality and 6 for impression.
4 for sing quality and 6 for impression from Darkspeeds. Oh, I don't know. I can see Darkspeeds, who is very prolific in his very prolific in the amount of stuff that he produces. Oh, Darkspeeds, 4 and 6, mate. Oh dear. My fellow judge, Disco Ponies, thinks rather differently. Unfortunately, his comments says in audio, so that must have been in the audio file. The audio file that we couldn't hear any more of. So, but he loved this, frankly, because he gave it technically a 9, an artistic impression an 8, which of course just leaves me. So, I thought of Darkspeed's entry that. Actually, I don't know what to think about it. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. If there was ever an instance of a song that was over-layered, this would be it. However, he gains a bonus artistic mark simply for the line, "Take it away, Saxman." And I like the way that the attitude was translated from the source piece over to his version. So a 6 for technical and an 8 for artistic impression. So putting those in, 6 and an 8, a total of 48 marks. 48 marks for Darkspeeds, which of course it includes no bonus and the 7 from his public vote. So 48 marks in total. Who is up next, Demex?
Violet. She has a nice voice, but she seemed a little nervous. Just don't try to hit the really high notes. Good job on playing off your voice, though. It pretty much is a straight singing, but it does seem like a lot of heart went into it. 6 for singing quality and 5 for impression.
Demex is a tough man to please. Someone else who's tough to please is, of course, our good friend Disco Ponies. He says of Violet, for a very high song, Violet does very well and copes with. Oh no, that's my comments. Oh well, I say Violet. For a very high song, Violet does very well and copes with the super high notes for the most part. I don't think that the fake backing really added anything to the song until the very end. She actually missed a rather major cue near the beginning as well. She deserves credit though for taking on a very long song. Technically 8, artistic 7. Disco Ponies, on the other hand, says the following. Anything by Vi is lovely. Shame she added nothing to make the song sound her own. A 7 for a technical and a 4 for artistic impression. Giving a total of 45. Placing Violet behind Dark Speeds. That's a shame. Not if you're Dark Speeds, of course, because that means you're still in the lead. Next up is
Roy Black. I don't know how Roy pulled it off, but he did a spoken version of Diamond in the Sky. Top of that, each voice was pretty unique. You had Herbert from Family Guy, William Shatner. I think the turkey was a South Park turkey. Not 100% sure. Spoken version was pretty good, but the falsetto needs a little bit of work unless he is really trying to push the old Herbert from Family Guy. 6 for singing quality and 7 for impression.
I think you're giving a bit too much credit there in terms of characterization. Also, Demix, the use of pushing the Herbert probably has some kind of connotations other than what you meant there. So a 6 and a 7. 6 and a 7. What does Disco Pony say? Disco Pony says lots of lulls to be had with this, but actually quite annoying to listen to after one play. A 3 for technical and a 7 for artistic impression. I say of Rory back again. He fails for not using the instrumental provided. It's amazing how all 4 characters are essentially Rory as he talks normally. However, technically, it's rather on the meh side, unfortunately. Artistically, I have to say, I have to award biggish marks for taking a new take on this song. Now, please take said song away, far away. 5 and an 8 from me, which leaves Roy Black with 39, and that places him behind the others. I made a mistake. I've made a huge mistake. Violet's actually in the lead. Violet's on 52. I don't know what number I was reading out before. At all. I haven't a clue. But maybe it just didn't go through. First of all, the sum didn't go through. But yes, Violet is actually on 52 and is currently in the lead. So currently we've got Violet, then Dark Speeds, then Roy Black flagging just a little. Of course, the loser of the All-Stars has to perform a forfeit, which traditionally is seeing the DK rap. If you can't remember what the DK rap sounds like.
Here we go. Performance for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap. As we take you through this monkey rap. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, so you'll have to sing that. They'll have to sing that. Dreadnought sung it last year eventually on T-Bird's radio show. However, it was all out of sync and he sung the wrong lyrics and the wrong version of the song that I wanted. So I don't care. He'll have to sing it again properly this time. So to feature on the next Radio Redux Rex Factor album as well. Who is next? Who's next to this grim farrago?
Trippy, featuring Digi Valentine. So far, Trippy has pretty much the best singing voice I've heard so far. Digi did a pretty good job with his freestyling. Tracks seem very well rehearsed. No one stepped on each other's singing. Great job. 9 for singing quality and 9 for impression.
Disco Ponies isn't as generous. He says it's very good, impressive, and nice to hear something different from the rest of the entries, giving it a 7 and a 7. I give the following marks for this. This entry, I know it split everyone. There's no denying its brilliance technically and artistically, and my only gripe is that it really goes a bit too far away from Dreams. Still miles better than last year's Dreams entry though. The most professionally produced Rex Factor song ever, frankly, and therefore technically deserving of a 10. Artistically, it gained a 9. Which puts Trippy and Digi Valentine miles ahead at the moment on 71. Can any of the following 3 catch them? That would be T-Bird, Ram the Dragon, or Dreadnoughts. We shall see. Demux, next one please.
Dreadnoughts. Is it me, or does Dreadnoughts sound like he's from Amsterdam in the very beginning? Dread was able to get into the song and still managed to have fun with it. Good job. 5 for singing quality and 8 for impression.
5 and 8 there. We've already heard what Mr. Ponies thinks of Dreadnoughts' one. He doesn't like it that much at all. For a reminder, it was a 4 for technical and a 5 for artistic impression. Which leaves Dreadnoughts in a bit of a mess at the moment. He really needs some points here to avoid the forfeit. However, it's coming from me. So let's see what we have to say about him. Where has he gone? Yes, right now we have Svenus trying to ruin Throw It All Away. There are, to be fair, very good aspects to this. Great layering in places, nice alternate lyrics, and name-checking the head judge aside, a sleigh made of heather. Not so sure about that, mate. So, the use of an almost falsetto disappoints, to be honest, because it sounds like Sven he actually held back. Plus, you're a bit wavering in places. However, it does show great application and originality. As a result, we have 2 8s for that, an 8 and an 8, which leaves you on 39. So you're actually tied with your brother at the moment. This could be interesting. So we could have a Jocelyn duet coming up. I might talk more about that later, actually. Next up is either going to be Ram the Dragon or T-Bird. Let's find out. Demux, who is your choice?
Ram the Dragon. She had a pretty good voice. Easy to listen to. The tones were sometimes a little bit too low and a little bit too high, but overall pretty good. As for impression, nothing too fancy. Ram was able to keep it nice and simple. Good job on using Crush 40 as backup singers. 7 for singing quality and 5 for impression.
Ram the Dragon has a bonus mark because Ram the Dragon gained approval from Bentley Jones. Bentley Jones, I've been speaking about. He mentioned about how he's listening to it and how he liked. He did say he liked T-Birds, but he also very much liked Ram the Dragons. So on that basis, we award a Bentley bonus mark to Ram the Dragon, just the one. But yes, that gets added to the 7 and the 5, and the 5 for the public vote. And Disco Ponies marks. Disco Ponies says of Ram the Dragon, actually attempting to stay in tune is nice to the ear, but that's about the only thing going for it. How rude. How rude to the sweet Sophia. How dare you. 7 and a 3. 7 for technical, 3 for artistic. think Ram does really well here. She's let down a bit by the mic, but we don't mark on that. She handles the changes really well, holds the long notes admirably, and makes some good decisions in her songs. Again, I've said before with Sonic Chronicles, making decisions in the song, she let the vocals that do appear work for her, and work for her really well. Downsides: missed the beginning of the second verse, and it does start to get a bit raggedy at the end. Still, she achieves distinction of being Bentley Jones's favourite, and therefore earns a special Bentley bonus mark, as I've said. I've given her a 7.5 for technical and 9 for artistic because I really did enjoy that song. That puts Ram on 44.5, which is very respectable, but most importantly, puts her above the Jocelyn drop zone. Last, but by no means least, is T-Bird. Ooh, yeah, with his version of I'm the Eggman. But yes, Demix, what do you say?
T-Bird. T-Bird did an excellent job with vocals. I love the Tenacious D style taunt that he put in at the end. 8 for sing quality and 9 for impression.
Big marks there, big marks from Demex. T-Bird's done very, very well. Actually, I'm just looking here. Just 1 mark less than Trippy and Digi from Demex for T-Bird. What does Disco Pony say about the bird? The bird with the word? He says it in his audio, apparently. I guess, again, that's really handy. Anyway, he gives for technical an 8 and a 6 for artistic impression. Now, I honestly don't think T-Bird can catch Trippy and Digi now, but he does still have to beat Ram and get above Violet if he wants to get that second place and be the top Sonic fan. Yes, because Trippy and Digi have frankly wiped the floor with everyone. For shame on all of you. All of your stars should hang your heads in shame as Sonic fans. You've let some Knights fans come in and steal the competition, and you've stolen the title for the Knights fan base. How dare you? How dare you? You're all just terrible. I leave the competition for 1 year and this happens. Right. Well, we'll talk a little more on how things are going to be different in the next year's competition after next music break. However, we do have to do T-Bird's other marks. As I've said, Disco Players. So my marks. This is to save to get T-Bird into second place and be the top Sonic fan. Plagiarism of certain elements from He Was the Eggman aside, T sings with conviction and uses layering in the places where it's truly required. The freestyling bit was a nice touch, even if he didn't get to put in Trippy and Digi into the song. It's night time. It's night time for Trippy and Digi, for example. Could have been added in there. I'm sure he'll do something later on. Technical 8.5. Artistic 8.5. I'm going to go through the results and put everyone in their proper place. In the meantime, I'd like to present you with some more music, because we like our music on this show, obviously. Let's have what have we got? And the problem is that a lot of my music is actually on my USB drive, which has Rex on it now. Entirely Sonic Rex is on this little drive. Let's see, where's that? Let's have something from... what have we got here? I know what I was going to have. I was going to have something from Sonic Rivals 2. Where's it gone? Yeah, Sonic Rivals 2, here we go. This is from that game, as I've mentioned. It is Neon Palisade Act 1. Enjoy. Not something you really hear every day. Billy Hatcher for you there. Some nice Billy Hatcher, tasty Billy Hatcher, fried, scrambled. It's always the way. Yes, and that was called "The Beginning of the Adventure," etc. Which is just a brilliant start. Actually, where is that track? I want to play that track. It's called "Lesson Egg." I know I've played this to Rory and Yoda actually at the at what essentially was Rexfest 1.5. So this is like the second track from the Billy Hatcher soundtrack, which I managed to find. I actually managed to find that copy of the Billy Hatcher soundtrack, and nobody can have it. It's not going to get up on depository or anything because it's just so rare. These are the kids who voiced Billy Hatcher and Rolly Roll and Bantam and the other one. They're practicing trying to say Giantegg. So for chant this charm and Giantegg as well. So this is them practicing. This is Lesson Egg. This is called. Yeah. So we have results. We have them here. They're here. Did I tell you we have results here? Yes, we do. So working from the back. In first place, because we do it this way for the All Stars version. In first place, winning the competition, is Trippy featuring Digi Valentine with Dreams, a Smiley Again remix. I'm going to play that again in a minute as a result. In second place, top Sonic fan that he is, top Sonic fan on the competition, 58 marks, is T-Bird with I Am the T-Bird. And third, gaining a bronze medal, somebody who was very, very unconfident in their voice, and they shouldn't be, 52 marks, Violet with Vi Destiny. In fourth, with 48 marks, is Dark Speeds with Knuckles' Story of My Life. In fifth, we have Rams Live and Learn as a Dragon, which gains 44.5 marks. Very well done to you, Ram. And now we have the awarding of the forfeit. The awarding of the forfeit goes to both Jocelyn brothers, who managed to gain 39 points each, and therefore will be singing together. They will be singing together the K-Rap, perhaps. Singing together. Sing together. There's an idea. I'm now going to tell you what's going to happen with the Rex Factor competition for end of this year. Now, there's a reason I'm telling you this in advance and giving you like a year to get your crap together and figure something out. There is a gimmick going on in the next competition. It's going to be duets. Yep, I'm going to make you do duets. We've already had an idea about this. In that, so to give you an example, myself and T-Bird are going to be teaming up at some point to sing Sonic Drive, which will be interesting, especially as we're both singing in Japanese. So yeah. So we get a bonus mark. Yeah, we get a bonus mark. Woo! So we're already in the lead because we're going to be singing in the Japanese. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, take that, you lot. So yeah. So it's going to be duets like that. Don't know what the situation is with other people. I would expect the brothers Jocelyn will team up at some point, unless Dred's delightful girlfriend Jo can be persuaded into singing along with him to something or the other. I don't know who's going to team up with who. I'd quite like to see Echo Hawk and Ram team up. I'd quite like to hear a version of Chant This Charm by them, actually. Who else could we've got Chippy and Digi teaming up anyway. They may well come back. They won't be singing the night song. They'll be singing something else if they did. But hey, so yeah, just think amongst yourselves, really. Who would you like to sing with? What would you like to sing? It's all very interesting indeed. But yes, now it is time for the winner's song. Yes, so the winner of the competition, as I said, was Trippy featuring Digi Valentine. This one coming up now. Yay!
There's no way I wanna be but by your side. The stars paint pictures across the sky, but to us they light the way. For you and I, so we can reach the dreams that I see in your eyes. Our dreams hold no life. I'm so glad I found you. Keep our dream alive, I'm bound to. Love came through the door, even if I had locked it. And I probably used a lockpick. For those with no dreams inside, check the sky and look for nights. Be strong, you're sure to find the one. Digi and Trippy for generations to come.
I'd rather be right here with you. Stars like the way you and I. I'm so glad I found the one I've been looking for. It's a dream, I'm the one you're hoping for. Love you come through when nothing touches me. For sure to find the one. Tonight, streets in light, I wanna see you standing there.
So much inside, keep the dream of the one that you're hoping for. Love can come through an open door. Just be strong, and you're sure to find the one. Yo, let's go. In the night, dream the light. I wanna see you standing there. In the night, dream the light. I found someone who really cares. In the night, dream the light. I wanna see you smile again. In the night, dream the light. You're the one I've waited for. Sing with me now. In the night, dream the light. I wanna see you standing there, yo. In the night, dream the light. I found someone who really cares. In the night, dream the light. everyone's favourite shade of red, Triffy featuring a bunny boy, DG Valentine right here. Dreams, 2007. A new era of dreaming is about to begin.
Je me rappelle des mémoires, il y a longtemps. Je pouvais entrer ma Bélène et vous laisser rebâtir. Quand le sobril déshabillé sur moi, je tiens les clés pour donner. Puis des prises du destin, je peux donner la vie. Pouvez-vous rester pour que le jour passe? Pouvez-vous aller partir pour moi? N'importe que c'est qu'elle est pour moi, je vous trouverai. Être juste avec vous, on peut se voir, car j'ai trouvé mon chemin pour moi. Vous m'avez encore lui pour être gratuit, avec ses visages ensuite, la signification de mon instant pour être rangé. Je peux envier le monde, mon amour, ne pouvez pas vous voir pour nous, nous pouvons tous vivre si vous ne tirez pas mon, quand les mondes sera pour mille, en place pour nous. D'accord, le oiseau T, 1000 points. C'est allé de celle-là.
Out here tonight in the SSN Jazz Lounge. I'd like you to put your hands together for the magnificent P and spectacular jazz band. I remember starlight on that fine casino night when I saw you unknown from you and unknown from me. Can you feel my sunshine, baby? Open up your heart and feel my sweet passion that I give from all of me. Just forget those 10 years, babe. We can still follow me. Run away, baby. So I want for you to say, but remember that I love you. And I love you too. Mr. Richard Jakes on the piano, ladies and gentlemen. You got emerald eyes, electrified the memories, perplexity. Your metallic heart will be the death of me. But I love you. You guys and girls know what I'm talking about. You know, people, when you do find that somebody, hold that woman, hold that man, love him, hold him, squeeze her, please her, hold her, squeeze and please that person. Give him all your love. Signify your feelings with every gentle caress. Because it's important to have that special somebody to hold, kiss, miss, squeeze, and please. Nothing compares to you. Can't you see? Stay with me, have some tea. Yes, that's me. Love is free. Yo, baby, out my knee. Don't you want me? Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there we go. There was Mondestan, minus the intro, which speaks a lot. But yes, and after that was Le Oiseau T with the Magnificent T and the Early Birds with a little extra, which of course is that fantastic jazz club stroke elevator music lounge thing that was the extra, the extras music from Sonic 06. Yes, so we're coming up to the end of the show. Need to run through some other business first, however. First of all, I'd like to thank both Demix and Disc Ponies for their valuable time in marking all of those for the Rex Factor competition. I'd also like to thank each and every single one of the entrants to the competition this year. It's obviously been a lot bigger. It's been a lot better for the most part, and yes, I've enjoyed listening to majority of those songs. I'd like to thank. Who else would I like to thank? I'd like to thank Elise Bertrix actually for still finishing off that song and getting into us via Dark Speeds. It was fantastic. I would also like to remind you that the vote by now, obviously this is the 1st of March, the poll for voting on the Race to Name competition for Sonic Chronicles will be up on the 3rd. By the time this goes out, you will already know this. Sonic Rex has a choice. It was chosen by Echo Hawk and T-Bird in a very strict confidentiality. There was also a Sonic Stadium choice, and there is also a Sega Nurse choice. Those are the UK ones. There are three French site choices, like there's Sonic Planet, or is it Planet Sonic? One of the two. There's Jeux France and oh no, it's not Jeux France actually. It's Sega Objective or something. Anyway, I'll be honest with you, the French and German choices aren't that good, in my opinion. There's a choice from the BioWare forums in the US, which is for this agent called The Dusk. I think that's a very good choice. Sega Nerd's choice is the Zorf, which is actually, I think, it's a reference to one of the arcade games. I think Graham was telling me, and Forrest. So there's that choice. So slightly disappointed I didn't go with their reserve choice, which was the Navitas, which is actually Latin for energy. Big up to Sega Nerds for coming up with some really, really classy names there. But yeah, so Sega Nerds' choice is the Zorf. The Sonic Stadium choice is the Psycore. Is the Psycore. This is P-S-Y-K-O-R-E, I believe. That was their choice. Then you have the Sonic Rex choice. As I said, that I had no say on this whatsoever. The choice from Sonic Rex is the Gravitas. Obviously, the poll is now. By the time we're listening to this, the poll is now open on the Sonic City website. Please go there. Please vote. I'm sure T and Echo would appreciate you voting for the Gravitas. However, I'm going to say, with my Sega hat on, please look at the alien. You'll be able to see the alien race. Please look at it. Please take note of it. Think what you think name fits that. Okay, it's all very well saying yes, please vote for us. I mean, the Sonic Rex website is, I'm sure, saying please vote for us, please vote for the Gravitas. But I'm saying to you via this, please vote for the thing that you think works the best. That's the entire point of it, not a popularity contest for the sites. Also, other order of business, March the 18th at 10:30 for 11 o'clock at the Millennium Bridge on the Tate Modern side in London. There is going to be a very big gathering of people dressed in games costumes. This is for a world record attempt that Sega, thanks to my doings, are supporting with the Guinness Book of World Records, specifically the Guinness Gaming Book of Records. For the most gaming characters in any one place. Please, if you have the opportunity, and if you're in the UK, dress up in something. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's an anime or main character, if they've been in the game, that's fine. If they've been in the game, that's fine. Come down. There's details on the Sonic Blognik. No, it's not. There's details on the Sega Europe blog, I should say, not the Blognik. There's details on nightsandreams.com. There's details all over the place. To be honest, details all over the place. Please join us there. You'll get a special prize. You'll get Sonic's going to be there. You'll be able to meet him. Trippy's going to be there. Trippy's going to be there in full Knight's regalia. I've got budget to actually fly her and Digi down. Guess who Digi's dressing up as? Bearing in mind I've just said Sonic's already going to be there. And so the Sun newspaper's going to be there. Any person who materialises for this event, so please let the people know. Please let us know, because there's a special email address that to register your interest. Photos will be taken of you. You will appear in the next Guinness Book of Records. Your photo will appear in this publication. It will also appear on the website. The Sun newspaper is going to be there. It's going to be huge if you join us and make this a massive event. The next Radio Redux show might well be another volume of guest appearances. The reason why is I've got quite a lot of guest appearances now. I think I should appear on the Sega Nerds one at some point, guys. I think I deserve to appear as a representative of Sega. That's Sega with capital S, E, G, and A. They know why I've said that. But yeah, so maybe I'll appear on Sega at some point. Who knows? The offer is open to you guys. But yeah, there's the Dreamcast one, there's the Mario and Sonic Day one, and there's also the interview with the Zuka-san I need to get through at some point. But the main reason why is that as end of this week, beginning of next week, I'm actually trying my hardest to get somewhere to live near London. So I'm getting a flat for myself, or maybe a big flat for somebody else, and I'll be very busy with that. After that, we might be able to see what's going on. We might be doing some live casts in the future. Hey, it's if I'm out of the house, I can do things like that. You see, and I'll be more open in doing Radio Redux. Radio Redux might become a more regular occurrence as well. And of course, we've got this whole thing going on with this maybe becoming like the community, the Sega Europe community podcast. Anyway, so those are all things to come up to us. I'm going to try and get bang on 2 hours. This has been AAUK, this has been Radio X, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.